Hello, welcome to the third edition of Pay21. I'm Arjun, Jerome, founder and CEO of Baton Systems, and it's my pleasure to open this show with you. I will spend just a couple of minutes talking about the progress that we've been making over a very busy and eventful summer. I will also be sharing our views on some industry themes that are emerging. On the customer front, we are excited to share that we've added more strategic Tier 1 banks as users of our solutions for FX, payments, and collateral. Customer traction continues to grow as each new customer has integrated Baton into its core processes and moves billions of dollars daily across the platform for both cash and securities. As our products mature, we are able to demonstrate more proof points. We are seeing greater demand from new potential clients, a shortening of the sales cycle, as well as a shorter onboarding time per customer. I was recently shown some interesting data regarding our footprint that I would like to share with you today. The first, Baton has settled over $3 trillion in cash and securities since we first deployed our solution at our first customer site. The second, we have facilitated the settlement of over 15 million individual transactions so far this year over a broad range of currencies and security types. And third, we've had more than 99.99% uptime for our platform for all our customers. Now, regarding the product development, we continue to roll out enhancements to our collateral, our FX, and our payments products. On the collateral side, by the end of October, we will have integrated directly with 9 of the largest global CCPs, providing our users with one consolidated source of real-time data with their individual margin calls and collateral on deposit. We also provide one entry point for the pledge, recall, and substitution instructions. This set of 9 CCPs covers around 90% of the asset coverage by value of cleared collateral for all our customers. We also added connectivity to provide real-time data and on-demand settlements for 3 of the largest custody banks and CSDs. This allows our customers to achieve significantly faster security settlements. Our FX and payments products have also seen strong growth, and our customers want us to increase the value further up the middle and back office stack. You all know how difficult it is to bootstrap a network with some of the largest and the most influential banks. Not only did we manage to do that, Baton today has a rule book on FX PVP that multiple banks have agreed on. This defines the operating rules around the shared workflows and settlement finality. Stay tuned on our FX settlement as we will be announcing some industry-defining news in just a few weeks. And now, let's talk about some industry trends. It has been an eventful 3 months in the world of payments. While crypto and digital assets continue to dominate the news, we should pay attention to some macro trends in the industry. I'd like to classify them into 3 broad areas. 1, regulators' call to action on FX risk. 2, central banks opening up the accounts to non-banks. And 3, the crystallization of views around the bank of the future. Let's start with the first one. The recently released version of FX Global Code by the GFXC marks a significant change in the focus of elimination of settlement risk. This new code states that whenever practicable, market participants should eliminate settlement risk by using settlement services that provide payment versus payment or PVP settlements. And when PVP settlement is not used, market participants should reduce the size and the duration of their settlement risk as much as practical. This is the clearest call to action on this point that we have seen yet. As a response to this, we are seeing some of the largest FX banks actively looking at the full scope of their non-PVP FX settlements, be it for internal settlements or FX settlements across their various legal entities or for settlements with external counterparties. This is a problem that Baton solves today. We deliver FX PVP settlement with settlement finality over a very large set of currencies without the need for central bank accounts. This gives banks, for the first time, the option to use their existing facilities to settle with the security, certainty, and finality of PVP. On the second point, Baton has been in active discussions with multiple central banks. As many of you know, there is a fundamental problem in market structures. Central bank accounts are only available to organizations with a banking charter domiciled within a country. That leaves out many financial institutions and tech companies who need access to these type of accounts as well. We see a very welcome change from central banks finally taking action. This will take time as it will require legislative changes. But the emergence of digital assets and distributed ledger technologies and alternate assets has expedited the need for change at central banks. We think it will be a positive move to provide more parties with access to central bank accounts. Even with this, we think that many will continue to use correspondent banks and Nostro accounts to settle their FX. I told you in the past Pay21s that Baton has been focused on the top tier banks as they are epicenters or hubs for all types of settlements. As I mentioned earlier, each of our customers actively settles many hundreds of millions of dollars per day, and in some cases, materially more. Amongst other things, we've been in active discussions with our customers on the subject of digital market infrastructure. More specifically, we think about what a bank in 2030 will look like. A bank today primarily deals with currencies. If we were to fast forward to 2030, the spectrum of assets that a bank will settle will change materially. It'll consist of fiat currencies, central bank digital currencies, stable coins, traditional securities, digital security tokens, and crypto assets. We also think central banks, commercial banks, and CSDs will be open 24/7 and will accommodate a broader range of account holders to include smaller banks and fintechs. And the third change that we are likely to see, most middle and back office systems will move to a cloud-based SaaS offering. The success of that SaaS offering is going to rely on a few things: interoperability, reliability, extensibility. It goes without saying that these lie at the very heart of our design philosophy. The most influential banks are already working towards the Bank of 2030. They're partnering with a very small set of companies like Baton Systems as the principal provider of rails and functionality that they will need. This is the world that Baton is planning, along with you, our customers. You're guiding us and encouraging us to provide solutions to evolve the current reality towards the vision of a safer, more robust ecosystem for all market participants. This meant that we will have to bring in leaders who have scaled organizations and who have capital markets and banking in their DNA. Join me in welcoming Jerome Kemp to Baton Systems as the president. Jerome was one of my first customers. He's a mentor, an advisor, and a friend. Importantly for me and the board, he embodied our core value systems of integrity, trust, and hard work. I'm happy and humbled that Jerome Kemp has joined Baton Systems. Over to you, Jerome.
Thanks, Arjun. This is a particularly meaningful and exciting Pay21 event for me, as it's my first as Baton's president. It's been almost a year since I've been associated with Baton, and even longer when I think about my interaction with Baton as a client, and I am very proud to be leading the company along with Arjun and the management team. As I said in my very first Pay21 appearance, Baton is the vanguard of long overdue innovation in the asset movement and settlement space. We're replacing 20th century systems with the power, intelligence, and security of 21st century technology. Partnering with clients to overcome the realities of prolonged settlement exposure, funding and liquidity challenges, and the need for more robust, verifiable, and transparent networks is an exhilarating experience for all of us at Baton. Today, I'm very excited to introduce to you the new branding for Baton Systems' revolutionary range of solutions. These solutions are transforming the processes we've come to accept as a status quo in the post-trade environment. We are moving from server-based, hardwired, inflexible infrastructures that suck up massive amounts of financial and human resources into fully digital market infrastructures. We are redefining what post-trade processing should look like: fully connected, friction-free, flexible, and transparent. Baton gets to the core of the fundamental challenges facing actors in the marketplace today. With that, I am delighted to share with you the new branding for Baton's suite of solutions that are revolutionizing the post-trade space. Today, I give you Baton Core: Core Collateral, Core Liquidity, Core FX, and Core Payments, representing the key attributes of our solutions: collaboration, connectivity, and control, redefined.